What's up guys, I'm Justin. This is not first time RC, but today we're gonna talk about the all new Axial SCX10 III Builders Kit. With me, I got Gerardo from Proline, and G, you went way more scale than I did with my build. This was a lot more cost-friendly, a lot more cost-effective, and it was my first kit. I've never put together an entire kit, and to be honest with you, I didn't really know what it was. When I opened it up, I assumed there would be parts in here that were assembled, shocks, transmission, differentials. But no, dude, this thing is stripped down every single screw. Not one thing is assembled when you open the box. In opening the box, step one was assembling the shocks, which are completely disassembled. Fortunately, the kit does come with all the lubricants that you need. Your shock oil, your grease, your thread lock is already included in the kit. It saves you a trip to the store and it keeps the build going. So as far as difficulty in building this, if you can see pictures and follow along, you're gonna be just fine. There aren't too many words in there, and each step tells you what bag you need to use. The best part too is inside the manual, each of the screws, the links, the shocks are all drawn to scale. So you can put yours right up against it, make sure that you have the right part and it's going in the right screw hole. Building these kits, definitely not a race, it's more of a marathon. I did sit down Sunday at 11 a.m. I stopped around 8:30 and I picked it up again the next day. So it was something chill to do. But I mean, another thing along with patience is having all the right tools for the job. You open up the manual on the first page, it's gonna tell you what tools you need. If you grab those, follow along, it's a lot easier than just grabbing whatever you have around the house. Building just the kit took about 12 hours and I spent another day on the body. But something like G has, it's totally different. His experience, everything. If you could speak to anything that you did on here, like what's your takeaway from this kit?
Well, being in the hobby itself for over 20 years, this was a fairly easy kit to build. It wasn't that hard. Proline offers a large selection of accessories for this kit itself. So as you can see here, we added a lot of those accessories to this build, including a lot of the upgrades from Spectrum.
Another cool thing is in this kit, electronics aren't included, so you have the power to choose what you're gonna put in here. I went for something a little more cost-effective. I've got a brushed 35-turn motor from Axial. I also have a 40-amp ESC light and the SR315 receiver that comes with the radio pre-bound. So when plugging all this stuff together, all of it synced up automatically. It saved me a lot of steps in configuration and binding, which I really appreciated. G has got a crazy setup over here with the IXSR I could see. And what else did you get in there?
So on this truck, we went all out and got the 1400 kV brushless crawler 2-in-1 system from Spectrum. And the receiver we're using in here is the Spectrum SR515.
Cool, and the difference between the 315 and the 515 is he has extra channels on his receiver, so he was able to plug in his light, his winch that I could see up in the front, and his dig servo, whereas I went with the lockout. Now both setups are inside the kit and you get to choose whether you want to run that, program it to your radio, or just lock it out like I did and just run 4-wheel drive at all times. And actually running the truck here in this creek, we had a lot of rocks to cruise over, and I was really surprised with the amount of ground clearance we got with these high clearance links. These links are a little beefier than what you'll find in the Coyote. There are some cool 5mm flat spots. You can get your turnbuckle wrench in there. That 5mm flat spot really helped out a lot in turning the link and getting these tightened up to the length I needed. In putting the kit together, you've got 3 different battery tray options. I mounted mine up front using our 3400 milliamp 3S Trail Pro IC3 battery from Spectrum. G went with a smaller battery that he actually mounted on the side. But in this being a kit, there's tons of things you can do and tons of options we give you as far as battery size and location placement. Another thing I appreciated in this kit was this is the first kit where we include front and rear bumpers. That's one less thing that you have to order when putting your kit together. These got AR45 straight axles. They give you a low center of gravity, or CG. I know I set it up with a high back, but on G's thing over here, we've got it nice and low. This will keep you planted on the rocks when the climb starts getting steep. So the cool thing about this kit are there are plenty of places to add your servos. You've got a dig servo in the rear. I know G's put a winch servo on his up front along with his steering servo. The servo I chose was a little more baseline. You'll find that in most of our RTR kits. So G servo's got all metal casing, all metal gears, and it's high torque. I told you guys before, first time RC, this is a lot of firsts for me. My first time using Proline paint mask, Proline spray paint, first time cutting a body out. And you'll see in the detail shots, it's not the best looking body, But hey man, if it's your first time and it looks this bad, you're doing all right. The colors I chose are metallic black, so you guys can see the flakes in there. And the body is pearl white that I backed with white, so it did come out a little more silver than it might have straight out of the can. And I also used our Proline tint for the windows. G tore it up over here. He's got patina all over it, super scale. It's a great look, dude. What can you tell us about that body?
Nothing, because I didn't do it. Brian back at the office did it, but it is a Proline Toyota FJ body with our cage, and we also added the 5-inch light bar up across it. It's got the patina detail on it. All the interiors painted to match what the original truck would look like.
Yeah, dude, I noticed too, you've got the Proline rock sliders on there. The kit does come with our newer boat sides that you'll find in the Coyote. They are pretty cool, but the Proline ones take it a step further for sure. Another thing I saw in here too, your shocks are different than mine. You've got the Proline big bore 90mm shocks. Any enthusiast is gonna love those things.
Yeah, these are Proline big bore shocks, which are rebuildable. You can change the spring rate on them, and they're just a great all-around shock for any of the trucks that are 1.9 size that require a 90mm size.
This thing is definitely a cross between scale and performance. You've gotten a lot of good lines out here. There's a lot more ease in that crawling over stuff that I was struggling on, but this body still looks great, even if it is more scale than it is performance.
Yeah, you're correct. The body is a great scale looking body. It comes with all the plastics for the cage, and it also includes the plastic for the interior, the shifter knobs, the steering wheel. So you can build yourself a nice looking scale rig.
Yeah, and with mine, I didn't really hit so many accessories. I wanted to keep this built like a first timer. Maybe this is your first kit. You're trying to keep things cost effective. I did go with the Coyote Grande body. This has got a high back setup. So inside the kit, you do have multiple options for mounting posts. So we have the high ones here. If you look at G setup, the rear is low where you would see it clipped on in the bed. I went with pre-mounted Proline tires and Aztecs. I really like these tires, but I've said it before, your tire tread is gonna change wherever you go. Today was a little bit sandy. I noticed that if I wasn't on rocks, I was slipping and sliding a little bit, where G's got some, what do you got there?
So on here we have the BFG KMT tires in Predator compound. So it is a softer compound, and they are gonna give you a lot more grip on the rocks.
Another huge benefit of this is that these trucks started out as the exact same kit, the exact same box, but you can decide what you do with it, so you and your buddy will have two rigs that are never alike. So yeah, man, my takeaway from this is it definitely takes time, it takes patience, but anybody can do this. I think if you've been in the hobby, you have to build a kit at some point. Now I know how every single thing in here works. If I hear a weird noise, I'm not afraid to pull apart a diff and figure out what's going on in there. And the pride of building something rather than RTR just hits different. When I take this thing out in the trails, I know that I created this from the ground up, and it's a really good feeling. There's a lot of pride behind that. So the manual's easy enough to follow along, but if you do run into some issues, you're not alone. You've got plenty of people to lean on. Look at the community online, reach out to your local hobby shop. You can always call customer support, and just your friends around. I'm fortunate enough to have guys like G that I can lean on with years of experience who can answer any of my questions. But like I said, if you can look at pictures, you can follow along, anybody can build this kit. It's tedious, it takes patience, but one thing it isn't is hard. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Justin, this is G, and we'll see you guys out on the trails.